Veterans, the VA has made an update to the M21-5 as it pertains to the high-level review informal conference. In today's video, I'm going to share that update with you and give you some additional valuable information that you need to know. Make sure you stick around. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dwayne. I got a video for that Kimball, United States Army veteran and retired VA rated specialist. Before we jump into today's video, make sure you go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. Also, do not forget to pick up my new book, The VA Compensation Blueprint, It's Time to Win. If you go out to my website, I have coupon codes that you can use to get your discount. Also, when you go to my store, again, there are coupon codes. When you check out, well, right before you check out, make sure you input the coupon codes. So, today's video. The VA has made an update to the M21-5. Yes, -5. Normally, you hear me talk about the -1, but as it pertains to the appeals, high-level review, that is the -5. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Slide number 1. Here in slide number 1, again, taking you out to the M21-5. Before we get into that change, I want you to understand something. The definition of an informal conference. A lot of veterans, what do? Hey, my buddy at the VFW said I got denied. Go ahead and file that high-level review. Ask for an informal conference. And they have no clue of what an informal conference is. So what did the VA do? They give you the definition, okay? Now, I'm going to focus on what we have highlighted here in red. For the sole purpose of allowing a claimant and or representative the opportunity to identify any errors of law or fact in the prior decision. I'm gonna read it again. Identify any errors of law or fact. Now, let me tell you what is not law, but could be fact, but is not relevant to this definition. Oh, I wore the uniform. Okay, yeah, that's fact, but it doesn't pertain to this fact that they're talking about. So you have to understand, one, you have to identify the error. Was it the incorrect percentage based on your lay statement, the CMP exam, that the information in the CMP exam that was checked or not checked, all right? You have to identify that error first, and then once you identify the error, you have to find the law or fact, okay? You can use the M21-5-1 or the 38 CFR, any BVA court cases, all right? You have to understand this piece. A lot of people go right into, hey, I'm gonna do an informal conference, and they get on there, let me just tell you my story, I served my country. It doesn't work like that. I wish it did, but it doesn't work that way. So again, identify any errors of law or fact, and it's up to you, your representative, to do it, all right? Let's keep going. Slide number 2. Here in slide number 2, this is basically, we're sticking with the M21-5, and this is an overview of the informal conference, okay? The presence of the claimant is not required if the authorized representative can attend instead. Now, I wouldn't do that. If my VSO claims agent or lawyer is attending that informal conference, I'm attending it as well. I don't care if we got to get on a 3-way, okay? I'm making sure I'm there because I want to know what's being said. Also, if you have a representative, you might want to meet with that representative before the informal conference to build out a game plan and to identify the error and what law or fact are you going to be arguing in that high-level review, okay? Let's keep going. The third paragraph, while the VA will typically conduct informal conferences telephonically or by other virtual means, VA may make an exception on an individual basis. VA may conduct the informal conference in person when good cause is shown as to why virtual communication cannot or should not occur. I'm recording this video today, which is November 3rd. Okay, we all know there's a VA shutdown, which means the regional offices are closed. Okay, they are still doing the informal conference, but they're doing them remotely. Okay, remotely meaning, by video or telephone. All right, so you can't go in person. Okay, maybe by the time I post this video, the regional offices are open up again, and then you can elect for in-person conference, but they're saying good cause, all right? If there are multiple HLRs with informal conferences requested for rating issues, attempt to schedule one informal conference to address all associated issues, okay? When I did my appeal years ago, not only did I appeal service connection, I appealed the incorrect effective date and incorrect percentage, okay? And I had 8 different, not 8 different appeals, but I appealed 8 different things with a combination which I just explained, okay? You can do that. Now it says, note, decision makers must use VA-approved software, for example, Microsoft Teams or VA-approved equipment such as government-issued phone or personal cellular phone that is authorized for business use under applicable policies. Now, I haven't had veterans tell me, hey, not only did I request informal conference, I requested an informal conference by Zoom or Microsoft Teams per this particular M21-5. So leave me a comment in the comment section and let me know if you've ever requested an informal conference and you wanted it conducted by video, and it was done by video. Now, here's a nugget. I was on my personal phone, I have an Android, and I was talking to someone and I was, my finger hit the screen. And it said, this conversation is now being recorded. And I was like, what? And there's a little, there's a little white button when you actually, after you call someone, my phone, the background turns green. And in the center of the screen off to the left, there's a white button with like a black graph on it or something like that. I can press that button and I can record that phone call. So if you don't have a representative, or maybe you do and you're doing it by 3-way on the phone, go ahead and hit that button, because not only will you hear it say this conversation is being recorded, now that decision review officer knows that conversation is being recorded. All right, let's keep going. Slide number 3. Now, here's the change, people. Okay, so I just want to go over informal conference, because sometimes when I do videos on high-level reviews, people ask me, what's an informal conference? All right, so now you know. This is the change. So I received the email, and I do apologize. This came out in September. I'm a little bit behind. I pushed some other videos in front of this. So everything that you see in yellow is still part of the reference, or has been updated. Everything that you see with a line drawn through it has been taken out. So it reads, veterans and or representatives who provide VA with an email address on file may receive a self-scheduling link. May, did y'all see that? May receive a self-scheduling link through the Visitor Engagement Reporting Application, VERA. I have a video on that. So you can go to my channel, type in VERA, but you have to do it from my YouTube channel for that video to come up, okay? Or other scheduling applications, providing an additional opportunity to select a convenient date and time for the informal conference. Now, I have 2 videos, one this year where I'm showing you how to schedule your informal conference. And again, I got that bonus coming for you. I'm gonna talk about it at the end, okay? Before taking any action, first verify whether an informal conference is already scheduled. And I'll explain to you how to do that as well. If the veteran or representative does not schedule using VERA, proceed with the procedures in this chapter to schedule by telephone and refer to VA Form 0996, okay? Let's keep going. Slide number 4. All right, now this is the updated reference, and you can see I have the second paragraph there. I'm pointing it out, all right? And it just basically reads what I just stated, all right? Now, I'm not gonna go back and read this, but if you go back and look at slide number 3, okay, you can see which sections that they took out because they're no longer here, all right? So when the VA sends me an email, I get this update. If I believe that the update is pertinent to VA claims process, you know, what I've seen and what I think veterans need to hear, I'll go ahead and do a video on it, all right? Let's keep going. Slide number 5. Here in slide number 5, just talks about high level review. Now, again, this is the 38 CFR. On slide number 1 was the M21-5, but they pretty much say the same thing. Now, you see that H? When you go to 38 CFR 3.2601, go down to subpart H, and you'll see this, all right? For the sole purpose of allowing the claimant or representative to identify any errors of law or fact in the prior decision based on the record at the time the decision was issued. Basically saying the same thing as the M21-5 in slide number 1. But again, I'm going to point out any errors of law or fact in the prior decision, okay? A lot of veterans, they just miss that. Oh, just do a high-level review and you'll win it. Nah, it's a little bit more detailed than that, okay? All right, so now you know what the informal conference is and what the update in the M21-5 is, all right? Now, here's the nugget/bonus, all right? The video that I did, the last 2 videos that I did of scheduling your high-level review, okay? One of the things that I didn't mention, that I mentioned in the short, this is what you want to do. When you submit that 0996, give it a couple of days, maybe a week. Then you reach out to VBA, Veterans Benefit Administration, at 800-827-1000, 800-827-1000. And you want to ask them, hey, has an EP, Echo Papa, end product, EP 030 has been established. Now, for those of you that don't know what an EP is, don't worry about it. Guess what? I got a video on it. Make sure you check that out, EP, all right? If they say yes, then ask them, say, has it been assigned to the St. Petersburg Regional Office, which is, the regional office code is 317. The reason why I know that, because I used to work at that regional office. Or has it been assigned to Seattle? I don't know Seattle's regional office code, but you can find it in the M21-1, all right? If the answer is yes, then you say, perfect, thank you. You hang the phone up, you watch my video on how to schedule your high-level review fast. There's a link in the description section, okay? You click on it, and you watch that video, and I'm explaining, hey, how you can go ahead and schedule the high-level review informal conference. Because a lot of veterans have been saying, Dwayne, they said last minute, it's premature. And I'm like, wait a minute, premature? Did you verify that the 0996 was a record? Yeah. But what I didn't state in that video, did you verify that the EP 030 has been established, okay? So if they receive the 0996, which will be in VBMS, you call them, yep, we received it, yep, the EP 030 has been established and it's been assigned to a particular regional office. Guess what the next thing I'm doing? I am going ahead and scheduling that informal conference, all right? So I hope this was some valuable information. If so, go ahead and leave me a comment in the comment section. Don't forget, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and as always, share this video with your fellow veterans. Thank you.